This is Carl with the three things I'm watching for Friday, October the 24th. November options expire today. If you got any of them hanging out, take care of them. Starting out, I want to just break down these beef imports out of Argentina, this whole thing, and then I'll let it rest for now. But I want to, it's not so much the volume of beef, it's the thought and the reasoning why we are going to import it. Okay. Bottom line, raising the quota, and it's a quota. It doesn't mean we're going to import that much, but we raised it to 80,000 metric tons. That's about 177 million pounds of beef, give or take a little bit. Um, by comparison, we were importing 444 million pounds of beef from Brazil annually. That's what we brought in 2024. Um, yeah, so we've shut that off. So it's not even going to replace that beef that came out of Brazil. And let's look at big picture. 2026 beef imports are estimated at 4.95 billion pounds. That's down about 300 million pounds from what we are going to import this year because of those tariffs. So bottom line is, it's not so much that the beef is going to, flood the market. It's the thought that the U.S., cattle rancher was going to make some good money, and now there's a chance it could get taken away from him. Bottom line is, nothing that the government has done here is going to change cattle numbers right off the get-go, and that is why we continue to see support. Yesterday, the box beef firmed up, and it's firmed up late in the session all day. Basically, it's the demand side and the low cattle numbers. So a little bit of a breakdown there. It's not as negative as it looks. It's the thought. Moving on to my second topic here today, Brazil. Their soybean production, Abiyav, came out this week at 100 just shy of 179 million metric ton crop. Exports 111 million metric tons. Raised everything. One thing they did though, and this is something I want to point out. Brazil soy oil production, 12.1 million metric tons, I believe it was for the year. Even so, they raised their import forecast by 25%. Now it's 125,000 metric tons. It's not like it's a huge volume, but even with a record soybean crush and a record crop, the country still isn't going to have enough soy oil. China has announced they would like to export some soy oil. I doubt that works its way back to Brazil. Logistics will probably pull this out of the U.S. But the bottom line is, even if we don't see it, it's the global soy oil demand is being underestimated here a little bit. It appears to be. Really starting to see that kind of firm up. And while we're talking about soy products, keep an eye on meal. Soy meal has been up for 7 straight sessions and now at a 2 month high, starting to pull that crush margin up a little bit. But bottom line is the global soy market, it's still pretty promising, even with China doing what China's doing. Third thing I want to talk, and this segues into that. President Trump, President Xi talks. These have been in the highlight. Overnight, the United States, we had trade talks scheduled with Canada, and we canceled them. Canada, City of Ontario, I guess, ran an anti-tariff ad. President Trump didn't like it, so he canceled the meeting they were going to have today. Um, it's been on and off with Canada, but the thing is, it's one more trade deal that appears to be souring. Japan has said that they would up their soybean imports from the United States. They already get 70% from us, so it's not going to be a huge increase if they do. We got the talks with China. India would sign a corn deal, but they only want non-GMO corn. So bottom line is, we got a lot of trade deals going right now, but not a lot of them are that spectacular. We need to land some of these bigger ones, i.e., China. So all eyes on that as we move forward. Those are the three things I'm watching today.